Okie dokie. I need my greens. Here we go. Cool. Right, put that down. Oh, the heck have I just done? That's not ideal. Get my Twitch chat out. Okay, right. Cool. Hello, Jesse. Welcome. How are you doing? Don't mind me. Just recording. I missed out on a 5090. Really? How'd you miss out on a 5090? Are they available? Or I guess, were they available? What we got on the docket? Well, we are starting out with a CS52 LIS. They instantly sold out in the Netherlands. Ah, I see. Yeah, I've got a 4090, so I'm not touching the 50 series. Like, it can stay in its packaging for all I care. White Kirby, hello, good afternoon to you. Snag one up later. Yeah, maybe when the scalpers are done scalping, you know. I'm running AMD GPU at the moment, I hate it. Hey, what is that? We appreciate you too, by the way. Well, thank you, White Kirby. Kind of you to say. 79,000 XTX and the drivers are just shit. Ooh, I see. Okay, let me remind myself. Tell you what, we do have the tip page for Guest the WN8, so if you do want to lob replays my way, you're welcome to do that. We do actually have the tip page and info for higher or lower as well, which we'll be doing after this. So, 208 standard pen, 252 with premium, 0.36 accuracy, 2.3 second aim time, 320 alpha, 980, believe it or not, APCR on the CS52 was like 1,569, I think, meters per second, which is mad. The standard has like 980, and then the HE is like 822. But then the premium's like almost double the HE. Madness. 7 degrees of gun depression, 50 top speed, 20 in reverse, 20 meters of range, 36 tons. Okay, cool. That should be enough to be going along with. Damn it, use the command so I get all the info, lol goit. Don't you call me a goit, you goit. Anyway, Kadoki, ladies and gentlemen. Plus, Peabody, if I just put the donation link there, then I get more submissions, because then I don't have to read all the rules. I like money, what can I say? Okay, let's see what we can do. Screw you, screw me. Oh, I guess you don't need your paycheck at the end of the month then, Peabody. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. That works. I'm being mean to Peabody. Don't worry about it. It's fine. Okay. You're looking forward to torturing us in lethal company tonight, Peabody. That's something people should be aware of if you're here and watching. Tonight, it's Thursday, so we have collab night on Thursdays at 9 p.m. We'll be streaming with Squiggle, myself, people that may or may not be live, I don't know. We're gonna stream with John T, Les, and Tom. So we got I think Werewolf's joining us as well. So a whole load of people. But the premise is we're doing Lethal Company of Peabody will be live. Lovely. So we'll be doing Lethal Company, but Peabody will be controlling the monsters. Or at least some of the monsters. So he can go about the map, he can spawn different stuff, and cause a load of chaos. So that should be a load of fun. If you do want to join us for that, then you're welcome to do so. Alright. Let's get started then, shall we? Yes, right off the bat. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Guess the WN8, a series where my viewers submit replays and I have to guess their stats based entirely on their gameplay. If I get within 250 of their WN8 or 2% of their wins, then I win, and I don't have to give them gold. If I don't, then I give them 500 gold for posterity. This is another pay-and-replay submission. If you want to guarantee that your submission is used, you can read all about how to submit in the description. If you submit via a paid submission, it is guaranteed to appear in an episode and be burned upon the pyre of my anger. Anyway, CS52. Fairly pleasant Polish medium tank. Tank commander's going to be very annoyed. But yeah, I enjoy this tank, and we're working with vents, optics, and a rammer. Fairly standard setup for a medium tank, I would argue. And we're working with a 50 top speed, so could potentially get into the middle here. But you want to be a little worried about facing those beesies. With those turbos, they may get into a position like the middle a little earlier than they otherwise might. Looks like he's thinking about the boost here, maybe. We'll have to see if he turns and looks at that in a second. Now, we're going to be working with 7 degrees of gun depression as we come up here. Now, that's unfortunate. 208mm of standard pen with 20 alpha damage. Oh, and a bit of indecision costs him the shot there. That's unfortunate. Yeah, well, can't make too harsh a judgment about that. We've all been there. Now, let's see if he does the boost on the way back. No, doesn't appear to. Okay, so if we were relocating to this flank, there is a boost from both sides. It's harder from this side, but you can boost up here and go up that way. Takes a little bit of practice, but it's not a difficult boost to do, and it opens up a good few opportunities for relocation between the two flanks. Interesting that we're going to the right here, but yeah. Now, with 7 degrees of gun depression, the turret armor of this vehicle feels rather pleasant. I think in the gunman it's around like 212, somewhere around there. But you do get areas of the turret that go like up to 400 on the outer sides at the angles. Cupolas, of course, are weaknesses. They present about 90 to 100mm of armor, really not remarkable. Speaking of not remarkable, 0.36 accuracy with a 2.3 second aim time, and the exact alpha damage there, 320 coming out. Now, I do like this relocation. At this point, we've got to ask questions. What's unspotted on the enemy team? And the answer is a T-28 and an STRV. Now, those certainly are threatening in terms of trying to make a push, but that M46 pattern is platooned with the STRV. And generally, when tanks are platooned with each other, you can assume that they are in support of each other. It's not always the case, but it's a fair assumption to say, okay, that pattern was yellowing down here. He probably had the STRV up here behind him overwatching. Right? It's just a balance of probability. Given that information, I'm curious as to why we're coming high here as opposed to going low. We're not threatened by a push here, really. We're not going to suddenly have an STRV and a T-28 coming screaming along here. It's highly unlikely. So the best play here would be to pursue this low ground until you get into that position, and if you do get attacked there, over here, you've got a multi-level engagement with the STRV behind you. Coming over the open here, and you getting a side shot from a stealth STRV up on the high ground around here. So, just something to consider. I think you should have gone lower here just to maintain your subtlety as you close into the enemy. Though I do think that pressuring forward here is the correct play. Again, we've got to do a mass exercise. The maximum amount of tanks that the enemy can have over here is 2. And they do have mid-presence, which is something to be concerned about. Alrighty, let's see. Should take a shot from an STRV here, but don't. Interesting. So what was the spot from earlier? Surely the STRV T28 has been spotted. I like the fact that we're taking ground here. We don't need to ask for permission. Consent is given by the absence of the enemies. Okay, though that's not a kind of shot you want to be waiting around speculating on. Now, STRV making good plays there, I would argue. It was probably him that spotted the fine Admiral Funk earlier, and he has relocated back to a more defensively orientated position. Okay, STRV's moving past you. Let's do something with that if we can. Alright, we want to be aware the STRV's going. I might say, follow me, and I might go with him. Okay, we do finally get this .36 accuracy to work. Oh, okay. Side shots or any shots on the Jagdpanzer. Okay, I don't mind this. Now we're looking at going a little forward. Are we going aggressively? Yes, we are. Might have been an idea to tell the STRV to follow you. Okay, STRV on the high ground, a little worrying, but we know that when he's not in siege mode, he's gonna... Did you get a track shot there? That is wild. Okay, we don't need to pressure here if we don't want to, but we do get the track. He's already squandered his repair kit. Ram into... Okay, so the play there, in case he had a repair crew, what I would have done is I would have come close to the side and I would have given him a ram on the way past to reset the track repair. Right? Because you're never exactly sure just how quickly the tracks are going to go back on. Right? So I would have given him a little bump just to reset it. Just in case I didn't reload quickly enough. And we do get this solid position. We've got the STRV coming in behind. And this is a rather violent affair. Being booped violently, and we're keeping that track shot going on. STRV gets the ram kill. Lovely stuff. Okay, 100mm of arse armor on the IS-4 there. Shot goes high, unfortunately. And Lantern shot misses. Now, this bush here... Ooh, okay, IS-4 is pushing mid. Yes, we can work with our snapshot. May want to load premium here. The 50 TP got a connection there and bounced APCR. That's wild to me. So APCR Mustang 252mm a pen. Not particularly remarkable. I don't know about leaving that position. It was fairly strong. You had the high ground over that 50 TP and could maybe have poked some shots into the... Oh, this is nice, though. Oh, and APCR being loaded there. We still know we got that T28 at distance, or at least with theories. I did not know... I was not aware that this position existed. I might have to use this myself in certain defensive plays on this map. Let's see. Panzerquap is having a good old kerfuffle with that IS-4 in the middle. And the Holy has come to support his IS-4 and Panzerquap should be going down. Yes, indeed he does. And we're relocating. Very bold considering the 50 TP's position. What the... Okay, 50 TP leaves. I guess scared of the G-Source position. Wow, okay. This game has been very odd to me. Very odd indeed. Hello, Chaos. I'm doing okay, thank you. I'm just trying to analyze how good I think this particular player is. Certainly, working the high ground here, I'd be worried about being spotted by the mid at this point. What do we do? It's difficult. You're kind of in a situation where you want to... It's that circumstance in the game where you want to let the enemy team make mistakes. You want to give them permission to do something dumb and then take advantage where you can. But I'm seeing that G-Saw... I was going to say I'd like to help or enable that G-Saw, but... goes down alone, unfortunately. Probably should not have been YOLOing off completely isolated. Okay, and telling the Conway to stay with the STRV, not... It's difficult. It's always going to be a gamble. I don't like going off alone. We've got 6 minutes left. Enemy tanks generally aren't patient enough to wait out a situation like this. But then again, if you got a Conway on Overwatch, do you really need a CS? What I might have considered doing is actually coming down low under here and trying to poke around in this area right here. You both spot, you're covered by the Conway. Conway covers behind you and covers above you. And you are in network with the STRV and the Conway if you're there. This way, if you land into the Holy solo, you're just dead. If you land into the IS-4 solo, you're going to have trouble as well. I just don't like being alone. Generally, in situations like this, you want to put yourself in a position where you are networking. In terms of when you have 3 players left on the battlefield, make a triangle. Right? Triangles are good. This supports this, supports this, supports this. Right? If you have 4 players, make a square. If you have 2 players, make a line. I'm going to start using that to teach people concepts. That's a good tutorial concept. Anyway, oh, okay, we're getting vision. If our 6th sense goes off, we can... Oh, what? Oh, the IS-4 just YOLO'd out in the middle of the open. What the heck? Okay. Alright, can we go low, please? Can we go low under here? Why are we YOLOing off alone? We're doing exactly what the G-Saw did to get himself killed. Right? I don't like it. If we go there, we have excuses to push. We're covered by the Conway. We can push up below these buildings here, although we'd need the Conway to be around D2, D3 to justify pushing up under here, I think. But I don't like the isolation. We'll see. Maybe it'll work out. Sometimes it does, but from a tactical point of view, I believe a play like this is inferior to... Well, I mean, we're... Oh. Wait. Why did I think... I thought that was the enemy cap circle. This whole game, I thought that... Oh my god, that's embarrassing. I was looking at the cap siren and wondering why the cap siren wasn't going off. Oh no. Okay. Anyway, yes, I am a twit. You are quite right. Okay, so do we pressure up the ass of the Holy? I'd be so concerned at this point about just getting solo played on the Holy, because the Holy has a bit of armor and it has a bit of mobility. So pushing up the middle here is really questionable. Okay, maybe trying to go for the 50 TP first. This I like more than committing into the middle right now. Okay, so obviously if you poke here, you're gonna get action from the Houranyi fairly quickly. So whatever the case, you need to deal with this engagement quickly. Alright, so it might well be worth, you might get a circumstance here where you want to take the hit from the 50 TV. You poke out, you get a pinning shot, alright? Then you have to finish him with the second shell. And it might be worth just taking the hit and taking the damage. Because after that, what do? Well, you have to naturally assume that the Houranyi is coming up behind you, right? Relocating from the middle, coming up there. So at that point, once you've cleared this angle, you can come down into this land and put yourself here. You proxy spot the guy above you. You still have fast support from the Conway. And if the Houranyi comes behind you, you can keep going down here, maybe start working your way back up to the middle, and if the Houranyi follows you at that point, he's exposed all the time to the Conway, so we'll have to see how you do with this. Very nice. Did you not get spotted? Did I just not see the Sixth Sense? How is that bush modeled to cover that entire corner? We could literally see through... Are you telling me that that 50 TP can't see through here? Oh my, okay, well, that's news to me. I've learned something. Right, now the Conway needs to come in and start using his... Whoa, what are we doing here? What was that? What was that? That is... No. Why are we... Why? Why not just go here? Just go here, wait for the Conway to come in? That is a brilliant defensive position. He can't get you by coming low without exposing to the Conway. He can't get you by coming high without also having to expose to the Conway. You're lying over here. If he's got any presence in the mid or is looking this way, then... Oh, no. Okay. Alright, Conway needs to come in and use his hit points at this point. He has sat at the back for long enough now. And it does look like he's moving, to be fair. And again, we're isolating. This is really poor tactical play. Really poor tactical play. We don't isolate when we have a 2-on-1. And sitting the Conway in the cap is really poor playing right now. Conway has some of the highest DPM at the entire tier. And it has more hit points. All you do here is you just group up and you clear the mid together. Okay, so this is better than going all the way this way. I really don't know why. Here's what we did, right? We came up to this position, we killed the 50 TP, then we went all the way down, exposing to crossfire as we did, to go all the way around and come back up to the place that we were before we went down. Oh no. Okay. Not great, but we do have cap in time to win the game. And this is a decent position. If the Houranyi comes down this way, crossfire from the Conway is lovely. If the Houranyi pokes up behind you, I'd be a little concerned. Thing is, you have to look at the circumstance of the game. If the Houranyi pops up behind you, he's not a threat. Right? He is not a threat because you have this leg. You can conceal behind the leg, and he takes a load of shots in the side from the Conway. Right? So what you should be doing in this situation is you should be sitting, like, on the other side of this bush. you should be sitting here. So that if the Hurley comes up behind you, you have a better chance of being concealed by this foliage. Because which side bothers you more? Right? If the Hurley appears there, he can't get the kill because you've got the leg. So it doesn't matter if he spots you. If he appears behind you, he's got a clean kill shot. So you should be there because it's more dangerous to get spotted by him there than it is by him there. So, little optimization with this position. I do like the fact that we're in lines of support with the Conway, which is fairly nice. Hopefully the Conway holds his nerve. Oh, okay, now we're moving forward. We know that our Hurley is being pressured. Should have a good shot here. Oh, and yes, we do. Okay. Right. So, hello, Commander. Yes, I've just been being very mean about your tactical missteps. You didn't miss much. Don't worry about it. But yeah, there were a lot of tactical missteps in this situation. Playing of the end game, in some ways, I applaud the sort of optimism of doing. You basically flanked the entire map, but there was no overarching purpose for that, really. We weren't pressuring or defending our cap from a perceived threat. We were just kind of moving because we thought something good might happen out of it. What we did by doing that is we abandoned the network of support that we already had established between the two tanks that we had. Right? As I coined earlier, if you have 3 tanks, make a triangle. If you have 2 tanks, make a line. If you have 4 tanks, make a square. Right? This is to impress upon you the importance of network of support, especially in endgames like this. So pushing up low, making that triangle position between the Conway up here, the STRV here, and the CS low would have been really, really strong. And it's what makes the difference between people with lesser stats and lesser win rates and people who win more games. I see so many comments on YouTube saying, win rate is pure luck, the game's rigged, you can't control the outcome. Well, yeah, you can't control the outcome of every game. Sometimes it's not your fault, but what good players do is they will combat as many different outcomes as possible. Right? They will put themselves in strong positions which are able to handle and receive the unpredictability that is present in World of Tanks. And so while in this game, in this particular context, doing what Commander did in this game was obviously not a bad play for the game, it won the game. Right? It's stuff like this that over many, many games will lose you more than it wins because it is tactically inferior to a number of things that can happen. So, what am I thinking? It feels like sort of 51 at most. I want to say like 50. Is my instinct. It feels somewhat average. I'll go 50.85 is my estimate for this gentleman's win rate. Let's see, 50.85. And for WN8, I will go 1,230. No, I'll go 1,332. Yeah. Okay, let's note the name down. Mr. Commander Admiral, let's have a look. Let's see if I have to fork out some gold. My recent does not reflect my overall. I've got much better recently. Yeah, it's a story of a lot of players, my friend. You have to work hard to dig yourself out of the pit that forms from you being shite when you start. Right, what's the name here? Mr. Commander Admiral. Are you on NA? On NA, okay. Let's see. I hope I get this right so I don't have to log into NA. Let's see. Oh, that is very good. And yeah, doing a lot better recently. Look at that. I was 20% away. 20% away from the wins. Yeah! Go me! Okay. Good stuff indeed. Always like to see players improving over time. 55% is very good indeed. Cool! GG, fine sir. Thank you for being on your play. I do appreciate you sending that in very much. And when I finish, you can rewatch the stream if you want to see what all my comments were. Let's see. Yeah, Holy next. Holy 3. Let's see. I would have cheated since I played with a lot of the 4 him? What? Oh, is that a clan? I didn't look at the clan. Okay. Right. Ugh. Gun performance. 305 standard pen. 360, I'm assuming with an AP. Yeah. Then 90 with an HE. Okay, 0.24 accuracy, 2.5 second aim time, 2,000 hit points, 400 meters of view range, 7 degrees of gun depression, 0.24, 2.5, short travel time with AP or premium AP, 1,150, HE 900, which is the same as, 980 on the standard. 36 base transverse, 35 top speed, 18 in reverse, 720 of gun depression. I remind myself about the armor. Alright, let's see. So 300 millimeters, just flat. And then the hull is basically paper. No gun mantlet holes to speak of. Cool. So 0.24 accuracy, 2.5 second aim time, 700 alpha, 305 base pen, 360 with premium, 90mm with HE, 2863 DPM, 980 standard shell travel time, 1150 with premium, and what is it, 900 with HE. 400 meters range, 7 degrees of gun depression, 35 top speed, 18 in reverse. Okay. Cool, should be enough to be going along with. Let's kick some booty, chat. Let's see if we can get 2 for 2 today. 2 for Tuesday. Most of them are over 1,200 WN8, so I'll use that as a base. I like playing along with you, but you get them closer than I do, so I'm glad I have nothing on the table for these. I think, having the amount of experience that I do with not only seeing sort of my own games, but also viewing a lot of other games in my time, probably gives me a rather large advantage in that department. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, hello, welcome back to When You Play number 2, Holy on Corellia, with what I can only imagine to be full premium AP here, 37 shells, 40 in total, only 3 HE shells. Oddly enough, they have 90mm of pen, 900 alpha damage. You'd look to see maybe a few more sort of in the 5 or 6 range in my opinion, but choices are choices. So standard shells are 5 pen, we don't have any of those, so we're seeing 360 pen, and really, I mean, can you blame the guy? It's one of those things where if your standard and your premium shells do not differ between armor piercing and any kind of high explosive shell, premium shells are just better. It's why people fire so much premium in things like the 50p, because there really is no point in firing standard ammo, especially so in this tank. Standard ammo 980, shell travel time premium 1150, so leading targets at distance is easier. Vents, bounty armor, bounty turbo. Interesting. Let's see what it does with it. And a vent purge. Oh, and it looks like we have no engine audio. I will correct that in just a moment. Bada boosh! Okay, so 0.34 accuracy on this gun with a 2.5 second aim time. Does feel a pleasant gun with a 700 alpha damage, arcing around 2,850 DPM. And it is a defensive assault. Let's take stock. 1, 2, 3, 4 TDs. And the enemy... like, you can... The thing about assault games is generally you can look at the team lists and you can say one team has an advantage and one team doesn't. 90% of the time that's going to be the defensive team, because defensive assault should win 70% of the time just from a tactical point of view. But chat, Twitch, I'll give it a pause. YouTube, I'll cut out the big break, so it's fine. You don't have to fast forward. Here's the question, chat. Which team has the major advantage here, and why? I'm doing a pop quiz for my Twitch chat. It's not a hard question to answer. So I wait until 20 seconds have passed and then I rewind once. Because if I do it too early and I push the home button, it will crash. The attacking team? No. How are you guys guessing the attacking team? How are you... They can bring tank E4 spot everything. Yes, they can get a light tank in the middle and spot people who are done. That is true. They have to... they have to kill all of the enemy tanks or cat the base. And they have 3 STRVs non-platooned. They are on offensive assault, and they have 3 of the most defensively orientated tank destroyers in the entire game. Like, literally the only thing the defensive team have to do is just nothing. And you just sit in a strong position and you win. Now, this is random games of World of Tanks, so they're probably not going to do that, but from a tactical point of view, the way you win this game is just by saying, okay, come at me. Come at me with your siege mode tanks. What are you going to do? Oh no, there's a T100 LT in the middle. It's okay. I'll just sit behind this lock and do nothing for 10 minutes. If you want to attack, come at me with your siege mode tank destroyers. Do your best. So yeah, defensive team have a major advantage here because it's very hard to attack with siege mode TDs. Of course, it's easier if the enemy are going to give you targets, which, given that 3 of the defensive team have died already, seems like something our team is enthusiastically doing. It's also easier if the defensive team decides that attacking into 3 STRVs is the superior play. Superior play picked by the STB and Minatorio currently, so we'll have to see how that goes for them. Not very well, I am guessing. Yes, 6 cents will go off once he gets spotted. So, just something that we have to deal with watching this old patch replay. I don't understand the 1-2 line right now. I don't understand. Why are we attacking the enemy that has 3 STRVs? Why? It's defensive assault! Doesn't it say it as you're loading to the game? Keep the friendly base secure or destroy all enemy vehicles. My dude! This is a good relocation, by the way. Put himself in a pertinent position to defend a flank that was compromised. Okay. Very nice. And 360 pen. Even penning the upper plate of an E75 at that angle wild. We gotta remember, because it is a armor-piercing form of shell, it is gonna lose pen over distance. Not nearly as much as an APCR shell would, but enough to maybe matter when you're shooting at the upper plate of a E75. Let's watch for IS-7. There we go. Nice. Okay, and that Leo's still alive somehow. Don't imagine that'll be the case for much longer, but he's on the high ground there, so we want to watch this corner, see if we can shut things down for him. Leo's doing God's work, holding there. Oh, but the T10 does have an angle, and that could be an ammo rack. That kind of shot could take someone's head off very easily. Okay, do we get a kill shot? Might well do if we get a good roll. 698, wouldn't be so lucky. Okay, and our Minnow and SU are you pushing low right now? Are you pushing? Like, at this point, I would actually applaud it if they went behind. Kill the RT is one thing, nice. But getting up and disrupting these STRVs is valuable right now. Now that you're there, I should have been back here and just sitting here waiting. But going back there right now is better than going low. Why is it better? Well, one thing, the enemy have a T100 LT. Why he got himself spotted there, I'm really not sure. Maybe he's trying to go up here, which would be a god tier player if he could make it. But going, what potential do you have going down there? Oh no. You get spotted by the STRVs, proxy or not, and then you got this. You got this just here. Like, how do you intend to make headway here with the entirety of this coming down this way? You like, go there. You have the entirety of the map in front of you at that point. Oh, I swear to God, dude, people don't know how to play defensive assault. Wow! Wow, that's quite a shot. I don't know if I could have made that one myself. Me, Dystonia man. That's unfortunate. We've all done that. Minor lapse in positioning. Okay, using a bit of health to take a bit of damage at this point. Bit bold, given the shot that you bounced last time, to shoot so tenaciously at the upper plate there. And again, using health. We're not too threatened by damage at distance. Woo! Oh, that was pretty. That was pretty indeed. Okay, and now... Did I not call it? I called it what? Like, 4 minutes ago I called it. I stopped the game and I said, hey, who has the advantage? It's literally like a chess game. It's exactly like a game of chess. Whoever ends with the most pawns is probably going to win. Right? And let me tell you, we got more pawns, and those pawns have been working out. They got more stuff that they can do in this. Like, what can the enemy do? What do they do? They used all the resources they had to try and attack, and the only pieces that they have left are shit defensively orientated pieces. Like, defensive assaults are so simple to deconstruct. You just look at which team has inherently defensively orientated tanks, and you say, oh, well, okay, we'll just sit on our asses in strong positions and challenge them to attack. And you win. I mean, you don't, because your team are composed of random players and they do dumb stuff and lose it for you, but conceptually, you win. which is very nice. We can straight from the upper plate of Need 75 again. That actually may have connected lower. Don't get spotted. Interesting. And yeah, we did connect that shell. E75 misses in return, most likely due to the stun from the 261. And there's a possibility that if you go up east right now, you find an arty. Because it's a batch of 15558. It occasionally goes on a walkabout. Minotauro is giving the STRV a loving hug. Tank porn or piggy porn? Maybe we'll get some bacon porn. Oh, hey, he hasn't managed to drown himself. Remarkable. He was trying to do something there. Good for him. I'm so impressed. An arty actually trying to do something, not kill himself at the end of the game. By the way, he's got no kills here. 7,000 damage. Not a single kill. But yeah, next time you play an assault game, you can dictate so much of your gameplay. I mean, obviously, defensive or offensive dictates your gameplay anyway. That's just how the game mode works. But look at the team list and just try to think, how hard would it be to attack someone who's sitting behind a rock with the tanks that the enemy have? Can I attack someone sitting behind a rock who's going to win in 4 minutes if I do nothing with an STRV, with a Leopard, with a Borsig, with a yada yada yada, right? And often the answer is going to be no, and that provides inherent advantage before any nuance has been piled on top of that engagement, right? And it's something that you have to recognize because it can dictate your gameplay right from the offset. You've got a 261 has come in here to get involved in the party. Is this STRV just in the mid? Has he found a bush in the middle of the map and is just sitting there? I would applaud that if that was the case. This man's done a Houdini better than I could in an even 90. And he got he gets spotted in the last 20 seconds, immediately gets death starred. Nice. Okay. Now, this isn't higher or lower. This is Guess the WN8. And I feel like this gentleman is rather good. The defensive play, sticking near the base, on your location from D1. Obviously, loading full premium is interesting because you might think it's a sign of a better plan. Mostly it is, but it's interesting that he only took 3 HE shells. You would think most people would take at least 4 in this tank. Ammo capacity isn't exactly something you're struggling with 700 alpha damage on deck. But I like the relocation, and I especially liked the pressure at distance. Against a tank like a Carno 40T, I'm thinking specifically of the engagement we had down this A line. Right, that's the first shell off the Carno, but we weren't scared to poke and trade that alpha damage with that Carno as he came in, which is really principled play, right, against autoloaders. Getting them to trade damage when they cannot be in close quarters to dictate the engagement with you and say, okay, I'm going to give you 2-3 shots because you shot me once. If you do that at distance, right, if you trade with them at distance, they can't do that. So it was highly principled play to be trading damage as this guy tried to close the distance and in the end got him killed. So, really nice play. So I think Boldham's is fairly accurate. My instinct, for whatever reason, says 57, but I'll go 56.86 is what I'll go with. And for WN8, what's a premium? I will go with 2,315. is what I'll go with. Okay, let's see. Do I have to fork out some gold? Is my question. I forgot to actually check the name. Ooh, let me note that down. W.Y. Chotix. Okay. Let's see. Hopefully is on EU. Y Chotix. Okay. Alright, so estimate 56.86, 2,315. Ooh, okay. Better than I thought. We weren't right. Very solid player. Very solid player indeed. Well, I said my instinct was 57. Damn it! I should have gone instinctual. Okay, very good indeed. We got within percent of the win rate though. Getting better recently. Always love to see that. With only 20,000 games, he's doing really good. Really good stuff. Cool. Well, thank you very much, everyone, for watching. Check the description for next and previous episodes. The entire playlist will be there as well. Do remember we have a new companion series called Higher or Lower. You can find details about that in the description as well, and you can submit to that for only £3 if you would like to. But thank you so much, and bye-bye. Right, so we did it. We succeeded, chat. Now we're going to move on to higher or lower. And we're doing higher or lower than this guy. Quite a bar to clear. So let's see. I will quickly link the higher or lower donation link in case anyone wants to get a paid one in. It's a new series, so there's no paid replays in yet, so you can snipe a spot in the current episode if you do fancy it for only £3. Cool. Alright. And there we... Oh, no, that's not the link. That's the link. There's no plus at the end. Okay. Cool. Let's go. Higher or lower. So, episode 2. These are the submissions we are looking at currently. What I should do, actually, I should make sure that I have the alerts for the higher or lower donation on Twitch, because I'm not sure that I do. So, bear with me. I will do that now. Browser, high or low donation. Okay, cool. Boop-a-dip-up. Cool, hopefully now that will alert me if people send a high or low replay as well. Lovely. Cool, let's get started, shall we, chat? Let's fudge and do it. Alright. So, first up, we have a shite pack. Okay, on North America. You ready to go back on YouTube, chat? You ready to say hi? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to episode 2 of Higher or Lower, where I have to guess if the stats of the player whose replay I am watching are higher or lower than the last replay that I watched, or the last person stats that we saw. You can submit paid replays for this series. We're currently taking the free replays from our submissions over on Discord. Look at the description for details on how to submit. But again, with like Guest WN8, you can guarantee your replay is used by using donation link, though as we briefly skim these replays, it's only £3 as opposed to 10. Now, we have a shite pack. A shite pack on North America, and we are loading HE. Did you know? Fun fact, HE shells on the ship pack have the highest shell travel time of any of its 3 types of shells, because it needed more advantages. It's got the talent, it's got the pen, it's got the heat shells, it's got the gun depression, it's got the mobility, and it has the highest DBM in the entire game, and that is a stewarded blind fire, very good. Highest DPM in the entire game with HE. So, yeah. Ship pack makes me feel some sort of way, I'll tell you that much. Alright, speculative shots at distance. We call them SAD. Right, or at least I do. Speculative shots at distance. But at this point, ooh, interesting. We're not missing the T-71. T-71 has been spotted. Oh, and is that a blind connection on our fine WZ over there from what looks like an XM, judging by the alpha damage? But I was going to say, the T-71's been spotted. That should prompt, hey, Mr. WZ, alright? Mr. WZ, you've only been blind shot once. Why are we sat there? We got the fire support of the ship back and TS5. I'm guessing he got spotted somehow? But yeah, what I'm talking about here is when I'm playing an ELC even 90 in a situation like this, and I take a potentially semi-defensive position like this WZ has, I'm not in the middle, I'm not aggressive, I'm looking at the enemy team list. And I'm looking at the enemy team list because I want to know the second that enemy light tank gets spotted, because it opens up real estate. It opens up the possibility for this WZ to work the middle, to move up here below these guys and start using the fire support that he has. Admittedly, easier to do before you take the massive hit from the XM. Good work by him, but that would be the point, right? Is, oh, enemy light tank is spotted. That means it's going to be hot. Oh, wow, I did not see the swirl on this game. Ignore me, I would have got you killed. Okay, never mind. It's okay, it's not Guest the WN8. I can afford to be bad at video games while reviewing in this series. It's fine, don't worry about it. Okay, are we multi-level? Do we know what a multi-level engagement is? Okay, good, fine for now. We want to be falling back as the enemy engagement advances. Well, this is lovely to be in this circumstance in a ship pack. 270 base pen. Yes, lovely. Engagement comes forward. We open up, provide more levels. How many we got? 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's count the RT as well. 6. 6 levels of engagement. How do you win this as the enemy team? Well, you don't go linearly. Multi-level engagements are strongest against linear pushes, right? Which is exactly what the enemy team are doing. What they need to do is come low, right? They come in this low ground right here. They poke up here. They come all the way around and they get in behind. That's how they win, but they won't because they're bad. Okay, utilizing some of those lovely HE shells to shoot down the Scorpion's cover. That's very funny. Ooh, and Capola says hi. Look at this. Look at this. I'm very amused by the SU-122 poking out there. 330 meters of range on that guy. One of the worst stats out the tier, which is pretty funny considering how busted that vehicle is in its correct circumstance. Alright, now we kind of got to finish up. We're threatened by the flank now, alright? We're kind of threatened by people coming in here. We talked about how model of engagements aren't strong against non-linear attacks, and this is not linear. You got essentially crossfire. You got attack coming from this way and that way. So what do? It makes us uncomfortable. What do? We could potentially have a very limited model of engage with that M12 by going to K1, but probably not enough to hold. We've got a bit of hit points ourselves, but what I would argue is the correct play right now is actually pushing out onto these guys with the WZ and the ship pack. So let's see if that's done. Don't want to sit here. M12 goes down. Okay. Now it's probably a bit too late to be pushing. Looks like WZ is working his way back to help out. Okay. HE in the chamber, my man. Intuition. Oh, fires the AP. Okay, this is really poor. Really poor. So, you wanted to reverse into cover here. I don't know why you're charging out of cover towards him. That makes no sense. Not only does it make it easier for him to flank you, but it also exposes you more to shots from here. So, really poor play. Should have just stuck behind the house and basically just stood there and DPM'd him, because you have the highest DPM in the entire game with HE! Okay, kills come out. Alright, you are outnumbered. 330 meters of view range on the SU. Let's get that light tank out there. Come on, you can go all the way to G1 right now without being spotted in that WZ. Lovely. Alright, and what are we missing? Okay, only the RT is what we're missing. And now, this is getting a little difficult for the... Oh, BP is committing suicide with more steps. What the heck? Okay, well, that makes things simpler. I'm surprised that penned, honestly. You could be going for turret shots here just to avoid getting trolled by the hull. You'll go straight through the turret, most likely. Oh, and he nearly gets into the dip, bless his heart. Scorpion on the left. HE up, my man. Intuition straight into the chamber. Love to see it. Highest DBM in the entire game right here, ladies and gentlemen. Literally more than a Badger. Highest in the entire game. Potentially a HE shell coming out from Fox in the WZ there. Nice work by him. Okay. And now, honestly, you could... Ooh, arty misses. You can work so many different options here. Probably want to use the railway tracks. Get the WZ around. Just play passively until you have a bit of knowledge, right? Ooh. Oh, and Kanye misses. Very nice. Oh, and Artie misses his shot as well. Yes, left turn is stewarded play here. We don't want to give him 3 kills. Lovely. And now we're worried about the Artie in this engagement, but probably we can pen a HE shot on the side here. Alright, beautiful work, and he is caught in between 2. Draw him up. Let him come up in front of your WZ. Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Heat shell, wait for it. Okay. Cool. Very nicely done. Artie misses. Cool. Good teamwork by these guys. A lapse in play against the... lapse in play against the Squall when he came in. But other than that, it's very good gameplay. So, what I am thinking instinctually is less. I think it's less than, what did I say, 57? And he's holding for the Gladley Walters for this guy. Very nice. So, my instinct is less. And that's almost entirely because of that play on the Squall. Like, the idea that you just YOLO out towards a light tank is enough to say it's less than 57. So, I'll go with a less. Chow underscore 2017. Okay. Let's see. Give me my mouse. Okay, there we go. Let's have a look. So, we're thinking it's less than 57.39 and 2.9k WN8. Chow underscore 2017. Guess it's NA. Okay, let's have a look. Yes, okay. 54.92 and 2000 WN8. Okay, great. On to the next, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we can do with a BZ75. Okay. China. Got some Chinese Tonkin to investigate. BZ75 is a pain to play outside Onslaught. Really? I don't know. I played like one game in it and thought it was fairly okay. Wow! Wow, my dude. What is that match? Holy crap. He's called Nicest Champion. Wonderful. Okay. We got some equipment working for us here with the directive for Verstabs as well. And this is an insane matchup to have a BZ in. Lock off tank to the left here if we can. Lovely stuff. Good awareness. Yeah. No, lock it. You were so close. Don't want to take an early shot in the side for no reason. Okay, but last. Almost held for the engine shot there. Like to see that. This guy volunteers. Sneaks across before the reload of the BZ. Okay, and I like the kind of want to be aggressive at the start there. Not just the early shot, but even now, right? He's looking to see if he can push. See if he can get somewhere. He's considering, can I do this? Can I not? Oh, and that's gotta piss you off. At least he took damage for it. Oh yeah, and we got two XMs over on the other side on the one line who are actually pushing. To their credit, you can't get shot from the left anymore. We're getting built a lot. They can't shoot the cross. Really? I had no idea. Thanks for the info. Okay. Oh, and that is a solid connection if you can get it. You will pen that most times with heat if he gives you that. Okay, patience. Oh, and that Cobra has now blocked two of his shots. Getting a bit antsy in chat. Understandable. Okay. Carney in mid. Solid connection. Bit of a low roll, I think. What is the alpha on this gun? 650. Okay. Oh, good. Good module targeting. Saw that. Just a slight shift in aim for that engine. I wards him with a fire, and it's something that you all should be doing. If you have a chance to shoot at engines, shoot at engines. And that BZ getting a... Oh, that's unfortunate. BZ getting a lamb kill in. Love to see that. Oh, and a bit of cupola blocking. Okay. Alright. On the upper plate with heat. Certainly works. And we're still taking damage from that car. He is above us, so his angle is gonna be troubling. And we're just boosting into chaos. Okay. Lovely. When you know you're dead. Hey, nice bounce. Potentially another shot on the lamb here. Very nice. Puts himself up to a 5k damage game in the end in a very short space of time. Okay, so I think... Oh, this is a difficult one, dude. This is difficult. I feel like it's very close. Whatever the case. Oh. It is so damn close. I feel like... I think he's slightly better. There was module targeting. There was... there was cupola blocking. So I'm going to say he's better than, like, he's better than 54.92. I think he's close, but I think he's slightly better. We've had 31 bombings, and 3 foul had 31 bombings and 3... What? What? But dude, what the hell does that have to do with anything? What are you coming into a World of Tanks stream and just... What? Blah. Anyway, okay, let's get this guy's stats. Racist underscore champion is a wonderful name. Okay, let's see. Is he on EU? Is he on NA? Racist underscore champion. Okay, let's see. I think he's slightly better than 54.9. Ooh, okay. 60.53. Right, let's move on. Hell yeah. Better or worse than 60.53. I'm on a streak now, chat. Let's see if we can keep it going. Okay, tune in. First thing I see is that man's username. Yep, it's the main account for milking the phone. Ah, makes sense. Yes, it's alternate. Do I nail him? No, give him a chance. It might be he's just not familiar with the Twitch etiquette, or he had it on his mind or something, you know? Unless he starts ranting and raving about all sorts of nonsense and stuff, then... Not that I'm dismissing the loss of life in any of those events, but it's a World of Tanks stream. While I'm doing higher or lower, not only the place for such a discussion. Okay, so, WZ Tier 10 Chinese Titty. Let's see what we can do. Another pleasant map to have it on, to be sure. And we're loading premium 395, Ben? 395. Anything that faces this is going to have a considerably rough time. We do have the nice pre-aim, waiting for anyone to come say hi. Oh, no, that's a little poor. I mean, I imagine you knew you just didn't have enough time to sort of react to the spaced armor being present. Woo! That is lucky. 295mm of AP pen bouncing off the side of the tank by the looks there. Oh yeah, now pressuring. Okay, 4 shot of nowhere. Right, you might want to take a hit if you're a conscientious person. Right, take maybe a shot from that Fosh. Okay, you know, he's got 1 shot left. Don't let him put the 60 TP down to 1 shot or kill him. Right, you poke out, you block, you take the shot. You keep this guy above a 1 shot. Right? It's the right thing to do tactically, and it's the right thing to do morally. Right? Now you get to feast on pushing back. Could you imagine if you pushed him back and he got killed by the random event? That'd be so fun. I would have left him alive a little bit, and just, like, you have a choice. You can either die here or die the... Just see if you can reverse. It'd be awesome. No 4K video downloader, don't impede me. Okay, right. When you're locating to cover an area of the map that represents an opening for the enemy, you don't want a Leo running across there. What in the... Wow, okay, well... TT just YOLO'd all the way across to kill the RT. What a Chad. Ah, love it. Okay. Winding our way through, and we're just after a meal at this point. We're just gonna go and chew on this man. At least let him kill the RT. Come on, be a pal. Hey, you got 1 RT. Good for him. And now, it's gonna be a fairly violent affair, methinks. Now, where are you going to find your pen? Upper plate is a solid pen with 395 heat, but that cupola is... Oh, wow! Hitting the spaced armor, that sucks. Okay, AP is now loaded. Let's target dead center of the tank, just below the turret. Let's go for Nanomag. Okay, that's fine. Track, shot, engine, fuel tank, all possibilities there. And a little bold. I don't know if we needed to be too concerned about the arty there. I'm just getting a little trolled by physics. And then we YOLO out into where the arty is shooting. Or HE in the chamber, maybe? Very aggressive, intimidating the Leo. Ironically, if the Leo just kept going, this is very nice positioning. Very nice. Okay, do you have any fire support coming in? Not really. Arty's coming in. Track should come off here. No, they don't. Oh, ram and a shot to take out the Leo. I don't know whether this is good play or lucky play. Potentially a combination of both. I like the positioning there, close to the wall to not get outflanked by the Leo. But I have to balance that with another odd play on A0. Which is why I'm sort of torn between whether it being judgment or luck, right? This is good though. Plenty aim, covering mid. G-Source now looking at it, so you can afford to relocate now if you want to. Okay. Very nice. And now we're moving... Okay, moving out this way. What are we missing at this point? Nothing of huge relevance, other than the arty. Going back to AP. And this man has stewarded his use between AP and heat fairly well. What in the... Okay, and HE gets loaded, potentially costing him a shot there, although I don't think it did. We should be in cover from the arty here. And pressuring this 1390 is absolutely the right play. And bingo, bango, bongo. A lovely shutdown. Okay, we do have networking with the G-Saw here. I don't know that we need to fall all the way back here. I'm not sure about that. I might have been more keen to sort of pressure base with my G-Saw and potentially enable him to go and clean up some of the arty and stuff like that, because I'm not really threatened by base. We've got the Udez out there working with a 752 on full health on the inside, so I don't think falling back to base is tactically necessary here. I don't think the enemy possessed the capacity to push it. But maybe we're relocating all the way high. Why are you screaming defend the base? What are they going to attack the base with? Maybe if the Hurley comes in as well, but if the Hurley attacked well, alright. Oh, but we do get this. Maybe wait for him to turn. Oh, you're not going to hate... Oh. Ooh. Okay. Wow, okay, yeah. Yeah. Fair. Bold, but fair. I like... Not another one. Surely. Not that lucky. Okay, and he does have the, hey, arty's about to shit on you skill, which isn't something that good players generally prioritize over other skills that could be more pertinent. Searching for the 10k here, 9.7, it certainly still is on the field. That HE shell into the ass of a Hurley certainly helping out there. See, I don't know why we're going all the way wide here. Taking a lot of time, could have gone up from the middle without too many problems, I think. And there we go, there's the 10k shot. Leo bounces, 270, 278 I think, pen. And Tiefson Heavy gets shut down. Can we get us a Top Gun out of this, is the question. Can we find a Poker Pig? Probably. The answer is yes. Let's see, there's a little piggy. Oh, ambush from 261. Doesn't get... He's going for the ground, bless him. Working... Yeah, this guy's good. This guy's good. It's just a little positioning. Okay, so I'm gonna say that he is better. Oh wait, oh, better than 60 from the latest champion. I thought we were still on like 54. Oh, it's odd. I think it could be someone who's very good or someone who. Oh, this is a hard one. I'm gonna say lower, but I don't think by much. My instinct is like 57, 58, like somewhere in that vicinity. But it could honestly be higher. I'm gonna go lower though. On my own head be it. Sick corner. Ooh. Okay. Cool. Let's have a look. So we're thinking lower than 60.53. Sick corner. On NA, I guess. Nope. Did I spell it wrong? Sick. Yes, I did. Okay, maybe on the EU. Here we go. So worse than 60.52. I mean, thank you for the sub. This man has reloaded into a feckin' oblivion. That's so odd. Because the gameplay of someone like this is almost feckin' indistinguishable from bad play at times. Because it's so aggressive and like certain that it almost mirrors the kind of panicked misplays that people make in the sort of mid-tier vicinities, right? But god damn, dude. I did not see that coming. Jesus. Okay. Holy crap. Well, ended the streak. God damn it. But now we have to do higher or lower than that guy. So don't think this is going to be particularly challenging. During the engagement with the TT-130M, if I were to guess, it went low towards the water to try and create space to deal with the T-130M before the Leo potentially arrived. Maybe, it's hard to know exactly what he was thinking, but I only don't think. What I was thinking was he went down there to cover himself from the arty, which seemed really odd to me, but it could be he was aware of the Leo and, as you say, wanted to get the TT in between him and the Leo, which, if that was the case, certainly good play. Okay, Holy 3 chat. The Holy 3, we've already looked at this today, and it's another one with full premium going ice mode. Oh, you know I'm gonna judge him even after the changes to this map. Yeah, true. I mean, engagements in water tanks are 90% of the, like, a lot of times you just have to gamble and hope for the best. And good players make the best of the worst. Ooh, going for a pen in the gun mantlet there, perhaps. 360 with premium AP. We're aiming for, like, tongue cheeks. Seems convinced that he can pen the, gun mantlet there, and he probably can if he gets the right location. Aiming low on the cupola of the E3 there, which is exactly where you want to aim. God damn! Okay, that DZ is very dead. And I mean very, very profoundly. What? We're aiming at the gun mantlet of an E3 now. Okay, the 60 TP, I was willing to say maybe I don't know a lot about the tank. Maybe there's a hole in the gun mantlet that I don't know about. An E3? You're going gun mantlet or the E3? I'm not feeling great about that one. Does this guy know something that I don't? You can pen E30 gun mantlets with 60mm pen. What the fuck? Well, hello. At distance. E30 can pen E30 gun mantlet with face up when face up with APCR. Yeah, but that's 27.5 face hugger. I mean, maybe I'll pen and I'll eat my own ass, but like, you gotta remember this is AP, it's gonna lose pen over distance, and we're at 400 meters here. Like, I'd argue you probably still have better chance at lower cupola. Looking at the armor model on tanks.gg, the Agnia immediately ran the gun with 360 AP, it's only 320, although it quickly goes up to like 550. Oh, maybe I'm wrong. Always open to learning something. I learned something yesterday about how to play my E100 better. But the .34 accuracy not really working for this guy. And now he's got to receive quite a push. If that E3 gets involved, see, that's really poor play from the IS-7. Should have just waited for the E3 to come and rebut with him. And now that the E3 has... Oh... The logic there was the E3's abandoned that high ground position, let me push and get damage out while he doesn't have a shot, but the E3 actually stayed high, which was interesting. And at this point, instinctually, yes, I was just about to say, we want to fall back, get this high ground position, fall back to base, that way we can impact and enable and be more defensive. I love it. Ooh, and we just get out of there, and now... we can go hard down there if we wanted. Gorgeous catching him out in the opens. Gotta feel good. 360 pen. Double M bait ya. And into the booty. Oh, and he just pushes on to secure the kill. Good stuff. Grill 15 behind. Good prioritization. You can't let that guy own the hill behind you. Good stuff. Good. HE in the chamber, 900 average damage. Solid pen. Should get the 2-shot here if you get lucky. Wonderful angling. Alright, let's... oh, we're reversing. Okay, I thought to go high on the hill there. And that should be a kill shot. Indeed it is. We can consider playing aggressively on the G-Saw, but it depends where the E3 is. If we play aggressively on the G-Saw and the E3 came forward, then we lose. But now we're playing aggressively, gotta take a gamble. We're assuming here that the E3 has gone back to base. Okay, and the G-Saw is playing defensively, almost like he does have the E3 behind him. You'd think if he was solo, he'd go more aggressive. I'd be a tad worried. Why the hell is he firing HE at you? Okay, and no E3 appearing during that entire engagement. Okay, but now we have Hill. We have Hill and we're still on almost full health. God damn. Okay, taking this high ground position. Want to put out some damage before they close in, and that is a 3 kill on a Batcher. RT missing. And we got 300mm of armor. And there's the E3. We got 300mm of armor on the superstructure here. RT is still in play, but we can only afford so much concern about that at this point. There's not much reason for the enemy not to be sending blind shots this wave from the H3 with the 704 if they get a chance. But really, you have no excuse. Oh my! You have no excuse not to hold this position. This is really, really good to hold. Really good. We're reversing, working with that 7 degrees of gun depression. I just can't get the shot. But we don't take a silly shot and get spotted for no reason. Sometimes you just can't get the shot you want. There's good bushwork there, and that is a 3 kill. Let's angle. Lovely. Lovely stuff. Alrighty. Now we're receiving. We're concealing ourselves from Artie. Probably another poke just to see what's going on. Expect to get spotted by someone lower. Oh, and double bounce. Okay, funny shot down into the upper plate. Move works too. Okay. Lovely stuff. Absolutely lovely. Now you can invite the enemy team in. I'd potentially leave the hill at this point. I'd leave the hill, go down here. I'd wait 30 seconds, and then I'd poke the corner. See if I can catch the enemy going up the hill. Honestly, you can play this just about any way, and you'd probably still win. Like, you can even take the shot in the side from the 7-0 here, if you need to. Or you can just take the hit from the E3, solo him. Use the E3 as cover from the 703. Okay. Now we gotta push. Lovely stuff. Oh, and the 703 bounces again. Wild. Superstructure is 300 millimeters on this thing. 286 millimeters of pen. Oh, and now potentially a one shot. We do shut him down. Okay. 9,641 damage that we've seen. Enemy RT does have 460 hit points. Somewhere around there. So if we get him, it'll be a confirmed 10k. 9 kills, potential pools medal on the table. 704. Did you do a contradictorious when you play last stream? Do you know, I'm not sure, Fireball. Alrighty, and we're not in an awful lot of danger here. By any means. Even a shot into the ass, unless it gets a pen, isn't going to take him apart here. And of course, hoping that he can find him, but doesn't look like it. So at this point, you sit under the hill, right here. Right? You don't sit in the open. Because if the enemy RT's anywhere, except like behind him at A1, he can't shoot under the hill. So, no reason really not to sit under the hill here. You're just risking him resetting you by sitting here, I think. I guess maybe he has a shot of that location if he's at like J2. Should be a wild shot. Okay, and it doesn't look like he's gonna be kind enough to give you the 10k, unfortunately. Maybe he will. If I was in the RT, I'd go for this. Just to give this guy the 10th kill. GG. Okay. I mean, it's worse than like 67 because like 67 is ridiculous. But I do think he's in the upper echelon. Windows Life. This isn't Ian, is it? I know Ian used to always go by the name Windows. My estimate is somewhere around 60%. Could go a little bit higher, but the overall, if it is Ian, is probably like 58, 59. Okay. Windows Life 22. Let's have a gander. Windows Life 22. Okay, so worse than 67 or whatever. Wait. What? We got another ridiculous reroll. So we got one reroll at 67, and then the next one was 66. Hey, I won! What the hell is with the reroll accounts? My god, okay. Well, now I gotta do better or worse than 66%. What in the feck is going on? Okay, we got a crusher, is what we have. Ugh. A crusher when you play one of the new British heavy tanks. God. Let's see what we can do. Ooh. Oh, wait, no, well, it's a bunch of Chevy tank, but I thought it was a Tech 21. It's not, it's the Nurgle. With only standard ammo. Interesting. Okay, and here we are on, the hell's the name of this map again? Tundra, once again. In the Nurgle, can certainly work hold down, although that Cupola's gonna trouble you, no doubt. Getting into position fairly early. And putting ourselves in a nice corner. And we can do some lovely work here in the Nurgle, I expect. Nice. Not like the enemy team get away with anything that they shouldn't be getting away with, and that is a stock turret on the 53 TP. My sympathies to him, because that is not a fun gaming experience. Ooh, gonna get one shot in there, potentially kill the crew member, very nice. Oh, and we are locking the damage output here, I like it. Using every excuse we can find to pressure out damage. And this stock 53 TP. Oh, I feel so badly for him. To be clear, the 53 TP is a fantastic tank when fully upgraded, but stock tank, oh boy! Oh, and having a fun time. Up to almost 4,000 damage already for the T. Looks to try 2 for 1, doesn't get it. Lovely stuff. Cool. Again, we got hit points missing that, unfortunately. Enemy cannot stunt our aggression right now. I love it. 40T is now unloaded. That should prompt even more aggression. Come on, we didn't need to stop there. Wonderful. Wonderful stuff. Keep it going. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh, we kind of stunted our own aggression there. I felt like pushing the hill might have been the way, but hell, the contract can double you, so I guess not. Alrighty. Now, patience. All we need is patience, let the team come in behind. Then again, if the contract has turned around to defend his base, we could potentially take hill right now. And looks like that is on the cards. Very good thinking. And should have the kill here. Yes, indeed we do. Lovely stuff. Almost 6k damage in a Nurgle. Ah, missing that shot, unfortunately. Right. Well, I think this gentleman's certainly worse than 66%. But to be sure, a competent player, my instinct is around sort of 50, 58%, was pushing constantly, constant aggression, maybe 50, 57, somewhere around there. Let's have a gander. Fuchs. Yeah. V12. Yeah, he's got a version 2 as well. Hello, Ivy. How are you? Okay, let's see. 55. Okay. Good stuff by that guy. Very good stuff indeed. Right. Well, we had a smorgasbord of stats in this one, to be sure. Thank you very much, everyone, for watching. You can check the description for the next and previous episodes and the full playlist as well. Worth noting, if you want to guarantee your only play is used in either of the series, guess the WN8, or higher or lower, you can look in the description for details on how to do that. Paid submissions are guaranteed to be used for the respective series. And there's full details in the description. So, thank you so much, everyone. If you want to get early access to these videos, you can consider joining. They're all released early for members. But other than that, thank you so much for watching. Farewell. Oh, my word. Hour and a half. We did it, chat. We recorded the episodes. Oh. It's hard to be on your feet yelling for an hour and a half. Yelling like a madman. Should we do an AMA for moment or two and ask me anything. Anyone got any questions before I sign off? Go do some stuff. Gonna update the mod pack for collab session tonight. Do remember, tonight we are playing the Lethal Company. It's our collab day. If you don't know, we do collab sessions Thursday nights at 9 p.m. That's where we get all the Lethal Company stuff comes on, ends up on YouTube. But yeah, tonight we will be doing Lethal Company, but Peabody will be controlling the monsters. So I expect absolute chaos. Yeah, Peabody, I can hop on after I finish. Tips to Funny Mark Banask, if you have any. I mean, to be clear, I'm not good enough to Funny Mark the Banask. I think the Banask especially is a tank that thrives in the end game. So generally speaking, Funny Marking the Banask will be literally about balance. It will be about balance between aggression and defense. And you can say that about all autoloaders, but the Banask is so mobile, so stealthy, and has such ambush potential that it really needs to be alive in the end game to thrive. So stay alive really is the only tip I have. I'm really bad at marking tanks because it's just not the way I play to focus on like damage above like tactical superiority and positioning. But do not die in a Banask. Trade your health only when absolutely necessary. How many battles do you think an above average player should be able to Funny Mark the KV2 in? I mean, it depends on what gun you're using. If you're using the 107, unironically, then probably shouldn't take you that long. Maybe like 60 or 80 games. If you're using the derp gun, you're firing AP a lot, then probably similar, maybe even less. Depending on the matchups you get. As I said, I'm really bad at marking, so it's not my area to elaborate. I was at 93 marks recently, but I plummeted like 6% yesterday. Didn't feel like I was doing poorly, but the gun just trolled me way too hard. I mean, yeah, it does have, 0.4 accuracy on the Banask, so yeah, it'll do that. Okay, alright, I'm gonna head off then, chat with Peabody. And yeah, I will see you tonight at 9 p.m. And yes, we do have a sub goal. We'll do that on the weekend. Okay. Don't know which tank to get, Victor G or Concept 1B. They are both fantastic tanks. I'd argue the Concept 1B is one of the most overpowered tanks tier 50 in the entire game. And it's certainly better than the 50T. But I mean, you won't be disappointed with the 50T because it itself is a very powerful tank. But the Concept 1B is just better. It does everything that the 50T does, and it does it better. So yeah, farewell everyone. Bye-bye.